So often, with everyday objects, things we use all the time, to make people understand a little more easily when describing them, we use human characteristics, which don't necessarily make sense and yet totally make sense when you say them out loud. My phone, for example, is being temperamental. Of course it's not, but it's a great way to describe it, giving you issues because people understand it better. And then sometimes the flip is used as well. Telling a person, hey, don't blow a gasket, when that's something that would happen to an engine, not a person. Yet again, you understand better. Here, and in this case, we're going to take a look at how you can keep your car from blowing a gasket. And the best thing to do really is to replace those gasket seals. And to do that, you're going to need to get all sorts of tools together. The engine hoist that you saw there, whatever form you have, an engine stand, socket set, wrenches, pliers, a gasket scraper, and more. Make sure to consult the owner's manual and any manufacturer's instructions. Then before you do anything, let the car cool down completely. Disconnect the electrical connections, including the battery, alternator, starter motor, whatever it is, and any sensors or wiring harness that's attached. Think you're ready to lift it out yet? Wrong. From there, you've got to drain the engine oil, coolant, and transmission fluid, being sure to properly dispose of any of these used fluids that you're not going to put back into the engine. Finally, you can actually remove the engine mounts using a socket set and a wrench before removing any other accessories, like the air intake system, the exhaust, and power steering pump. At last, though, that hoist coming in to use, you're removing the engine and attach it to a stand for support as you do the rest of the work, cleaning the engine thoroughly, and then you can use a gasket scraper to remove any old gasket material before replacing the gasket seals, including the head gasket, oil pan gasket, timing cover gasket, and any others that need to be replaced. Again, this should always be based on manufacturer instructions and that owner's manual, so important to have handy, especially if it's got the service history detailed. When that's done and you're sure the gaskets have sealed and are secure, it's time to reinstall the engine into the vehicle. Use that same engine hoist and mounts, unless of course you notice damage. When you got the engine out, it's a great time to take a look at all of the things as you remove them, detach them one at a time to check their overall condition. Replace things that need to be, take pictures, and take them to your mechanic if you're not sure. And of course, with the engine back in, time to reconnect all the electrical connections and refill those fluids.